Urgent real-time Forex forecast. Okay, this is a continuation of the last two videos. Watch the last two videos first. Go to my channel, subscribe, and watch the last two videos first. What we're doing right now is a zoom in. This is a midterm. Well, not midterm as in elections, but work in progress perspective of whether we're going to hit this target. You see this red arrow up here, or this pink arrow? Whether or not we're going to go up there and then dump down with the US dollar. I guess I'll still show you the big picture here. It's not going to not going to cause much pain. Anyway, here's the big picture. Up here was $1.14. This is our target at right around $1.05, $1.06-ish. And the question is, are we going to get one last bull trap in the form of this pink thing up here? In what we're looking for, let me explain why this is an issue right now. If you look closely, what it looks like we're trying to do, we're retesting this trend line. We're retesting this long pink trend line, this trend line here. And I guess, yeah, let me highlight it for you. This one. We're retesting this trend line. And that's fair enough. But we've passed the trend line now. Now we're underneath the trend line. We're over the trend line, underneath the trend line. And it's understandable because of midterm election uncertainty and what's going on with OPEC right now. And I'll explain that in another video. But as soon as one of those things resolves, we're going to get some clarity. But right now, as far as prognostication goes, let me explain it this way. What it looks like we're building is a head and shoulders. You look here, bam, and bam. Now we've got a neckline. It's a little wonky, but I mean, it's the US dollar. Give it a little forbearance here. So if it was a head and shoulders, it would look something a little bit more like this, and then this would do this. We would dump down to there, and then we'd pump up, and then we'd pump down for the giga dump of the decade. But are we going to do that? I ask because this is important, because what's going to happen is if we go up here, we're going to dump on crypto a lot. We're going to dump on stocks a lot. And it's going to shake a lot of people out of their investments before we dump on the dollar, and then crypto, stocks, everything goes up. So the question is, are we going to get this last shakeout? Bull trap on the dollar, and then bear trap for the for all equities in stocks and tech and all that. Or are we just going to go straight? Or are we going to just go straight down from here without this? At this point, this is actually a little bit more likely. This scenario is a little bit more likely. I'm going to zoom out so you can take a screen capture of this, print this out, and to remind yourself. I'll tell you why this is a little bit more likely. If you look at the way we're consolidating on this pink line here, what it shows is that there's not much buying force on the dollar. A lot of people are exiting the dollar. A lot of whales, a lot of countries, a lot of central banks are exiting the dollar, and they're not entering. I'll show you how I know. Now, obviously, this can change at any time, and if it does change suddenly, I'll tell you at bitcoin-signals.org, where I tell you everything, not just Bitcoin, but Forex, stocks, everything. We gotta separate that out so that people that don't care about crypto can just get exclusive content. So I'll make new websites and new Telegram rooms for real-time updates. But for now, just join bitcoin-signals.org. You'll get everything you want to know anyway. It's all inclusive right now. Okay, this is how I know that there's not much buying power. If you look at the here it is. If you look at the way we reapproach this big thick pink line, which I'll change by I'll make it this color so that we differentiate between this one and the other pink line. If you look at it, the baby blue line, the way we ascended to that baby blue line here here was parabolic. We went up parabolic. Parabolas are always local, short-term effects. These parabolas always tend to collapse right back down to base. They always tend to collapse right back down to base because parabolas basically mean it's just a local limited phenomena where a local and limited amount of people during a very limited amount of time felt bullish, and they're gone. As soon as we pinnacle, as soon as we peak, and the parabola ends up straightening out, all you have to do is take 2 points, this point and this point, and bam. Huh. You see that? Now we have an ascending wedge. So this tells me we could drop right away. Uh, Ascending broadening wedge. Ta-da! Isn't that amazing how these formations just kind of tell you what's going on? This is like a rising wedge, except it's a broadening wedge, and it's still ascending like an ascending rising wedge. But generally speaking, these things at the target is down. So since the parabola's target is down, and since we have a wedge now, this wedge thing, and that target is down, chances are we're just going to go, guess what? I don't have to say it, right? Okay, so, oh, look, it's already starting to dip a little bit. Oh, shit, hold on. Anyway, you know what? I got to go. Bitcoin-signals.org for continuation on this.